Good afternoon. Welcome back, family and friends, to Mimi's house. Today I'm going to share with you my Mimi's chopped salad recipe. This is kind of my take on the Israeli salad where you finely chop your vegetables. So this morning I went out to the garden and I got a nice wash tub full of good tomatoes and cucumbers and bell peppers, and we're going to make this chopped salad. It's delicious, perfect way to use up a lot of those vegetables that you're getting in. So for this recipe, I'm going to use tomatoes, and I've got about 4 medium-sized tomatoes. I'm going to use cucumbers, I've got about 4 there. I'm going to use 1 bell pepper, some chives, and some dill. And then I'm going to add in a can of kidney beans because I love cold kidney beans in a salad. You're also going to need the juice of a lemon and some olive oil, a good virgin olive oil. You're going to need some salt and pepper also. So the key to this salad, to making it taste so nice, is to finely chop your vegetables. So I've washed the cucumbers and I'm cutting off both ends. Then I'm going to just take some of the peel off, not all of it, but just some of it. These were my pickling cucumbers and they've been on the vine a little too long, but they're perfect for this salad. And so I'm just going to cut these up into strips, and then with the knife I'm just going to finely chop them into small cubes. And that's what makes this salad so great and tasty. And you can do any kind of cucumber, English cucumber, any kind works. You just need to chop it up very finely. I've got my bowl there, and I'm going to be adding all these ingredients to. This salad goes with just about any supper. We're going to be having barbecue chicken this evening with some potatoes, and I thought this salad would go perfect with our meal tonight. And it's a good way for me to use up all these cucumbers. We just got back from vacation at the beach for a week, and my garden was full of cucumbers. Some of them were way too big, so I tossed those into the chickens. And Miss Broody Hen is still sitting on that nest. She's doing a great job. So hopefully in the next maybe 15 days we'll have some baby chicks. So again, you can see where I am just very carefully cutting these in half, cutting them in strips, and then chopping them up. And if you look back in the background, that big blue bowl, I did hit some thrift stores and antique junk stores, and I found this beautiful bowl, and I did go over my $10 rule. It was $18, but it is beautiful. It has no flaws. It's some kind of pottery bowl. It's not made in China, and I'll show you in the next video some of the things I picked up at the antique store. Maybe someone can give me some information on it, but it is blue on the outside and white on the inside, and I love that bowl. So now I'm going to take my tomatoes and I'm just going to cut out the seed section, because you really just want the thick meat part of the tomato. I don't want any seeds in it. So using my sharp knife, I cut it the ends off where the stem was, and then I cut it in half, and now I'm just scooping out the tomatoes seeds. Toss that in the chicken coop and they'll be happy with that. Same process with the cucumbers. I'm just cutting it into small strips, and then I will be cutting it into smaller bite-sized pieces. We had a really good time at the beach. A lot of rip currents because there's a lot of activity out in the ocean. We've got hurricanes and tropical storms out, so it keeps the current and the wind and the waves crashing, but we enjoyed it. We just sat on the beach, didn't do much swimming because we have a healthy fear of rip currents. I've decided to use my bigger knife, longer knife. It always helps to have a very good sharp knife when you are slicing vegetables. If you don't, it makes it miserable. So I'm going to take the 4 tomatoes and, using the same process, going to chop those up into small fine pieces and add that to the mixing bowl. When I got back, my herbs are just growing all over the place. I've got to dehydrate some, so Next video I'll try to do where I'm dehydrating all my dill and other good herbs. So there's the bowl with the cucumbers and the tomatoes. And I've cut my bell pepper, which came out of my spiral pepper garden. I'm trying to cut it into small chunks as well. And so I'm just doing this in my hands versus down on the glass. But I only used one pepper. I didn't want to overwhelm the salad with pepper, so only chopped up one. And this really gives it a nice taste as well. And I have gotten so many peppers off my pepper garden. I'm going to have to start freezing and dehydrating some because I've made all the pickles and chow relish that I can do right now. So there it is. There's the 3 ingredients. And now I'm going to chop up some onion chives fresh from the herb garden. And I'm going to toss those in there. And then I've got some dill. You can use about any kind of herb, whatever you have. Cilantro, you could use parsley, you could use mint in this. You can make it any kind of flavor that you want, but these are the herbs that I decided to use. So I'm just giving them a nice fine chop. You don't want any really long pieces in there. And then I'm going to pull the dill weed off of the stems. You don't want the stem pieces in there. So I'm just with my hands just pulling off the little leaves. And we'll just toss those stems. I love dill. That's one of my favorite herbs. Dill is so good on fish and chicken and salads and pickles. And I'm going to give that a nice rough chop and we'll add that to the bowl. It smells so good. I love the smell of fresh dill. So you can see how easy this salad is to put together. Now I'm going to take 1 lemon and I'm going to get the juice out. And one of the things that I look for at thrift stores and flea markets is a juicer. I need a glass juicer. I had one, but when we remodeled our kitchen, I have no idea where that thing got to. But I need a juicer, but I don't have one now, so I'm just going to take the lemon and squeeze it with my hands. But first let me give this salad a good stir, mix all those herbs in with the cucumbers, tomatoes, and bell pepper. And I'm almost forgetting my kidney beans back there. You could do chickpeas, you could do white beans, but I love kidney beans in a salad. So I've rinsed them well, and now I'm going to toss them in there, let them drain, and then add that to the salad. One of my favorite salads to make at Pizza Hut when I was in high school was loaded with these kidney beans. So now I'm going to take my lemon and I'm going to squeeze out the juice of 1 lemon into this glass measuring cup, and I've added 1/4 cup of virgin olive oil. So I'm just squeezing the juice of 1 lemon. It's better to use fresh. If you don't have it and you have bottled lemon, you can use that, but fresh is always better. And I'm trying not to get any seeds into the mixture. A couple fell in, but I can scoop those out with the spoon. Now to this I added 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and I'm going to use my pepper grinder and grind some fresh pepper. But now you can use whatever kind of dressing you want on this. If you would rather just use a bottle of Italian dressing, you can do that. You can use any kind of vinaigrette. This is just an easy lemon juice vinaigrette that we can pour on the salad. And we're going to add in, I'm looking for the seeds that are in there. I know they're in there. I missed a couple. But we're going to add in the salt and the pepper and then add that to the salad. I gave it a test to make sure I had enough lemon juice in there and it seemed fine. I think next time I'll make this I will use Italian dressing. I'm sure that would be really good and a little easier. And now I'm just going to take some pepper and grind it and pour it into the salad dressing. Now this is good to eat immediately, or you probably would want to chill it in the refrigerator for your dinner. It lasts about a day or two, but then after that the vegetables tend to get a little soggy. So go ahead and plan to eat this up. I don't think you'll have any problem with that. All right, now we're going to add it to the salad, and it's going to be so good. Here's all my chopped vegetables and the beans. I'm just going to pour it over and then give everything a good stir. So this is Mimi's chopped salad recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. It is delicious. It is easy to make, and it's a great way to try to get through all those vegetables that come at one time in your garden. Some of these tomatoes I'm just going to go ahead and start making pasta and pizza sauces with. Put those in the freezer as my tomatoes ripen. I'll do that. Just going to give it a little taste to see what it needs, and it tastes fine to me. We'll have that tonight for supper, and it'll be good. So I hope you'll give this recipe a try and see how easy and pretty that salad is. I'm going to transfer it to one of my pretty bowls. And we'll have that for dinner tonight. And we'll go ahead and put it in the refrigerator, let it get good and cold. And it'll be so delicious. So Mimi's chopped salad, again, you can change it up any way you want. But I hope you'll give this recipe a try. And please leave me a comment below. If you make the salad and do it differently, I'd love to hear the different ways that you can do this. Again, it's my take off the Israeli salad. If you Google that, you'll see all the different ways you can make that delicious salad. Thanks so much for watching, and I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers that have joined me from the Homesteading Pastor and Miss Robbie Lynn. Thank you so much. You're very welcome at Mimi's house. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a very blessed day. Take care.